This is the bow, made from bow stick, this wood part, and also of course has the famous bow hair. This hair, it's from a real horse, horse's tail. So let's go over the parts. Tip, say tip. If you have a bow in your hand, this will be helpful. If not, just remember, this is the tip of the bow. This is the bow hair. This is the bow stick. This part here, little part, it's called the rubber. This part here is called the frog. I don't know why, but that's how it's called. And that's called the screw. Now, we could unscrew this, just to see what's happened. As I unscrew this, you notice that my hair gets looser and looser. And once I'll unscrew it totally, I could take this out. Whoop. And here we are. That's the hair, and there's the screw. And I put it back, and as I tighten the screw, you can see that the bow hair gets tighter. And tighter. Something like that. And you should have a little curve here. Don't make it straight, would be too tight. That's the proper way to be. Okay? Now, the way you hold the bow, it's this way. First of all, I would like you to make a bunny again. Wiggle bunny's ears. Now, remember what bunnies likes to eat? You got it. Carrots. Now, open the bunny's mouth. And because you don't have a carrot, we're going to take a bite of this stick. Not too tasty, but let's give it a try. So, the thumb, if you notice, is curved. And I want to hold it that way. And don't let the thumb go through. That's wrong. Now, the thing which most children do is they keep the thumb like that, which is wrong as well. You need to have the curved thumb. Can you do that? Make like a C. Okay? And now place your thumb here against the stick, just before the frog. Not totally here, not here, but just in front of the frog. And then place the pinky exactly on the top, on the end of the frog. Now the tricky part is this. Can you balance this like that? If you fail on the first attempt, don't get discouraged. Try again. I trust you. You could do it. You got that? Now hold it from the middle again. Relax your hand if you feel painful. Place it again where we're supposed to. The thumb in front of the frog, the pinky on the other of the frog. And now those two fingers, we call them the two friends. Wrap them around the frog like this, together. Did you do that? Did you did it? Did you accomplish that? Now this time, wiggle this finger, which is the pointer. We call this Captain Hook. So you're gonna hook this bow stick with the Captain Hook, lay it down like that. And you see, that's how you hold the bow. I think if you got that, you know how to hold the bow. One thing you have to notice, we call this hole here, the donut hole. You have to have a round part here. Can you see that? That's called a donut hole. Now some people do that, it's wrong. You might be easier for you right now, but I want you to hold like that. Now here are some bow exercises that will help you to develop your bow holding technique. First, let's start with the stirring soup. But before that, I want to imagine that here on the tip of his bow, we have a princess, a beautiful princess. And you know what? We want to keep the bow so straight that the princess will not even notice that somebody is playing with her bow. So, ready? Don't make the princess dizzy. We're gonna go up as the rocket, keep it straight. Down as the rain. Up as the rocket. Down as the rain. Now back, keep it straight, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like a big great sun. Up on your head, just for fun. You got that? I think you did. If you need to do it again, pause and rewind. You could do that. Now, the next exercise is called the stirring soup exercise. we're gonna go stirring soup clockwise this way, but very important to keep the tip straight. Stirring soup in one direction, make big circles in the air. Don't lose your grip, but don't keep it tight. Relax your hand. Now let's stirring soup the other way. I could smell this chicken noodle soup. And now I want you to try to make the alphabet making big letters. A. Can you do it? But keep it straight. B. C. D. E. F. G. H. I. J. And you got the idea. Continue the alphabet till you finish. Now, you could pause, and after you finish, you go to the next exercise. It's called the windshield. Now, poor princess, I think, is gonna get dizzy this time. Windshield left and right, left and right. We're gonna try to make this hand flexible and at the same time, to don't lose the grip, you're gonna move it just like that. Now, the next exercise is called monkey up a tree. Try, without touching the bow hair, to go up a tree using only one hand. This, it's not allowed. That's called cheating. No cheating allowed. So let's go up a tree. Try to use your fingers as you can. So you're going to become so more flexible with those little fingers. You got it? You could do that like you reach the highest point. Now let's go down. That's a little more challenging for some of you. And not for only you, even for me it's a little challenging. But I try my best. To be honest, once in a while I feel like I touch the hair. But I try my best. You do the same. Try not to touch it though. You got it? If you feel tired, feel free to shake your hand because I feel a little tired too. Now, we learn how to hold the bow. Remember, it's very important to don't let the thumb cave in. That's the wrong part. That's the right part. As a matter of fact, I have here some to show you. Here, I have the donut hole I just talked with you about. Can you see it? So you see how the thumb is curved like that? Do you notice how the pinky is just on top, on the end of the frog, and here, how beautiful. Just remember, those two friends, they are close together, but between the pinky and the ring finger, and between the pointer and the ring, there's a little space. If you can achieve that, it will be great. So something like that, okay? Not too tight together, not too farther apart. And some people do this, don't do this. You gotta curve your finger, okay? Excellent. Now, we will start for the next lesson to learn how to use the bow on a string. Are you ready? Good.